Very good evening to all our viewers. You've tuned into Business Day and I'm Nisha Poddar, and let's start with the big story which has just trickled in. And mobile wallet company Paytm bags the rights to sponsor the Indian cricket team, and Paytm will pay 2.42 crore rupees for title sponsorship rights of the BCCI. Sonali Krishna is right here from the newsroom with all the details. Sonali, how much will Paytm really land up paying, and is it going to really ramp up its brand value when it comes and sponsors BCCI's title rights?
So, Nisha, yeah, this is really a high-profile sponsorship deal. If you look at the total tenure of the deal, which is about 4 odd years, the total exposure would be close to 200 crores. So it's really a lot of money that Paytm is pumping into, ensure that it becomes a household name. But, really, I want to go across to, Vijay Shekhar Sharma, the founder and Paytm CEO, who's actually joining us right here to give us more details on, the deal and why he saw the need to actually do such a big deal like this. Vijay, can you hear me?
Yeah. Hi.
Vijay, firstly, many congratulations on, bagging such a big deal. If you can just give us details of the number of matches that this deal entails and the number of, and the total tenure and, of course, your total exposure for this particular deal.
Yeah, thank you so much. We are very happy that BCCI has chosen us, and I think, as we know today, there are 84 international matches, and then there are a lot of Ranji Trophy and every other domestic cricket match that will be coming up. It is for 4 years till 2019, and we will at least have an outlay of 200 plus crore there. And overall, it is part of our commitment for sports, and cricket as a specially focused category there, about 500 crores that we have outlaid towards that side. We believe that Paytm, incidentally, is headed towards being a household name. We have to reach every nook and corner of the country. We want to make ourselves known to everyone who is potential customers, and our ambition is to be having 500 million users, and there is no better medium but cricket in the country to do that. So we're very happy and proud for that.
Sure, but, Vijay, this is a very strategic decision given the fact that, a 200-odd crore exposure on cricket for, a company like Startup must have been a very, very strategic and thoughtful decision. When did you decide that you're okay to give and spend that much money? Of course, you'll be a household name, but, spending on cricket, that kind of exposure, you must have had a lot of deliberation and, even a little bit of a dilemma, given the fact that today cricket is tarnished with all kinds of things.
True. I think we had our board meeting in China last week, and in the board meeting we had an elaborate discussion whether we should do it or not and how long are we playing in this business. And when we figured out that we have to reach, let's say, the masses of this country, you can reach by different medias, first 50 million, first 100 million, and then 200 million, but we are aiming 500 million users for Paytm, and that user base requires us to be associated with something that reaches that audience. And it was a dilemma, it was a large commitment, and this is the first such bid that we've done, and I think we are totally new to this game of cricket also in a large level. We've sponsored World Cup, tremendous results that we saw. We sponsored IPL, tremendous results that we saw. And I think what we've learned is that cricket brings that customer to us, which we want to associate with. While cricket goes through its own ups and downs and other controversies, but consumers and the fans of cricket continue to cheer it. I think that is what we are aiming to get with it.
Vijay, while you see a lot of value in this particular deal and this sponsorship, and you have seen that all across in the other sponsorships that you have done in the space of cricket, I wanted to understand that there are though few takers, because besides Paytm, there was only Micromax, which had to be turned down, and their bid turned down because of eligibility concerns. And you're still paying 40 lakhs extra compared to the last year. So how do you give a rationale to this particular bit, and do you not see that there are few takers, so your brand value will not get as much value through this sponsorship, which otherwise you would have got in better times when IPL controversy had not hit the cricket world?
First of all, number one, I'd say that we didn't have a clue who all are bidding and who was not in the game, so one is very clear, evident. And we had a very pleasant surprise when we had done the World Cup. There were no competing category winners, bidders or advertisers on the World Cup, and it was a team sweep, and we absolutely loved it because what kind of we now today are of 100 million users, about 100 million users of Paytm, and one of the biggest reasons that we were able to achieve was that associating with Cricket World Cup that point of time. And now when we look at our sponsorship, we are talking about Indian cricket team. We are not talking about just IPL there or some of those local team issues. While I understand that there are not many takers, but we are very proud and happy about it because it serves our purpose. And I don't think it was because that there were none or many we wanted to bid. And because we assumed there would be many who are in Indian commerce and payments, all this space companies. So we wanted to be very doubly sure. So we were aggressive with that intent there.
Fair enough. But also tell me, Vijay, I'm curious to know, mobile wallet company, and this particular business is just about picking up, and you do not have as much competition at this point. So do you also see that you are going to pump in more in advertisements besides this particular sponsorship in many other areas as well, and probably other kinds of sports which are really gearing up, and a lot of youth are getting attracted towards that? What is the kind of advertisement spend that you are putting aside in your kitty?
Yeah, in fact, even though there is not competition, but we believe that we are competing with physical cash, which means that we are competing with something which is a daily habit in the customers in India, that you want to pay using cash versus you want to pay using Paytm. Now, we want pay using Paytm as a Paytm Karo, as a signal to everybody in the country, and it doesn't matter whether there is a second competition or there are other companies that walk in later. It is on our mission requirement that we tell every nook and corner, everybody in the country, and that is why we spend this money. And as I say it, we have put aside $100 million, that's about 650 crores aside to sponsor and be part of consumer marketing in this country. We take this business very seriously. We taking this business that we have an early lead. We probably are 4 or 5 times bigger than the nearest competition in the country, but we do not take this as a winning yet. We believe it's a start and we want to be a household trusted name. And to be the trusted name, we believe that associating with such large country-level sponsorships make a lot of difference. Right. Now, consumers appreciate that, and we've seen that giving results too.
Right. Vijay, if I could just come in and ask you, I mean, 2.4 crores is 42 crores is the deal size. And, I know for a fact that, Micromax paid a little bit, close to about 2 crores. So you're paying, a shade over that. But do you think you could have negotiated harder, given the fact that, BCCI today is a little desperate, given the fact that it's, shrouded by controversy? Every name in the top management is under the radar and under the scanner. Do you think you could have got a better deal if you had negotiated slightly hard, possibly even got it cheaper?
Well, I do think, there is no doubt about it that this is higher than previous year that we know of, but we do not know how much we were bidding this year, first of all, and we do not know how many other companies were bidding in this. And at the same point in time, finally, it was a closed envelope bid. We did not have a clue who else is bidding how much, and we could not negotiate. You had to give your offer on the table. You had no other chance but to take the clue from the last year's sponsorship. And we believe that for the kind of mass market products that are coming in the country, especially in digital commerce, electronics, and all the consumer services that are happening on mobile internet companies, there is a rush to build a brand. And we want to commit a long haul, and there was no better thing than cricket. So for us, even though BCCI and other cricket sponsorship might have been not coming, but we've seen results, as I said repeatedly, and we've seen that our customers need to be reached out. We were not looking at it that in a competing environment where there are 3 more companies, we're very happy with the price, actually. We're very happy. We probably, on a different note, as I said it just now, we are putting aside 100 million. That's about 650 crores for different sponsorships in sports itself. And cricket will take, obviously, the most of it.
All right, Vijay Shekhar, that's good to speak to you, and many congratulations on winning that bid. And we'll see more of Paytm-sponsored, homegrown, domestic, many tournaments that BCCI would be really hosting in India for next 4 years. So many congratulations for that one, and it's going to be big advertisement for Paytm going forward. Thanks, Sonali, for getting us all the details on that one. Moving on to another big development. And remember, ET now was the first to break this, and now it's official. Department will be issued, or DIPP will be issuing press note on composite cap in foreign direct investment into the country. Farmers